morning, good morning, good morning. The holidays are almost over, so I am absolutely tired of duck and turkey and all that kind of stuff. So today we're gonna make tacos, shrimp tacos, steak tacos. I haven't exactly made up my mind yet. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a tomatillo salsa or a salsa verde, whichever one you want to call it. So Christmas is over, turkey is done, I've gained 5 pounds, and I need to eat less. So why not eat tacos? Okay, for our tomatillo salsa, we're going to start off with tomatillos, which kind of look like this. You have to clean this leaf part off of it, and then you have to wash it. And then I cut them in halves, and then I quartered the halves. So that's what you got here. I have a quarter of an onion, just roughly diced. I have half of a jalapeno fresh jalapeno that I sliced up. And I have a little bit of cilantro, some kosher salt for seasoning after, and an immersion blender so that we can actually immerse all this stuff together. I also forgot to mention we have 3 cloves of garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these items, put them in here with the jalapenos. I'm going to fill this up with water, at least halfway, and let it go ahead and just boil so everything just gets mushy together. And when that's done, what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of lemon juice and pour in it once it's done. You actually want to use lime juice, but I didn't have any lime, so I'm using lemon today. Alright, so I'm going to go fill this up with water and get it on the stove and get it boiling. Okay, so my immersion blender broke on me, so I had to break out the blender. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this that we cooked up, the tomatillos and onions and the garlic and everything, and we're going to throw it in my blender. And then what you want to do is you want to buzz it until it's puree, because you're making like a salsa versus like a pico de gallo or something that has like a strong or thick chunks in it. Alright, so let me go ahead and pour all this in here and get it on top of the blender, and I'll be right back after I've blended everything. Okay, so that's what that looks like. We're going to put a little bit of kosher salt in there, and I'm going to add a little bit of this lemon juice. Like I said, you really want lime juice, but this is all I have, so I put that in there. Probably 2 hand fairy sprinkles of that. We're going to mix it up, and then I'm going to put this in the refrigerator so they can cool. And this is our little salsa sauce, or tomatillo salsa, to go on top of our tacos. Okay, for our taco, we didn't have shrimp, so we're going to go ahead and just use some chuck steak that I bought and diced up. We have a little kosher salt, of course our taco shells, a little bit of oil so we can cook off our taco meat. In this little container here, I have some onion powder, some paprika, some Italian seasoning with a little bit of black pepper, and some garlic powder. And I'm going to mix all this up together and make a little bit of a seasoning kind of blend here, along with the kosher salt. But I'll just add the salt as needed when we're cooking it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get all these things together and get them in the pot. And I'm also going to show you how to make your fried taco shells. To make the taco shells, you need 2 tongs in order to make your fried taco shells. Come on over. So you can take both ends. You're going to hold it in the oil like this until it takes its shape. So we're going to go over here. Lift it up just a little bit. There you go. And we're going to just let that fry like that for a few seconds. So be very careful because this is hot oil. And then go around one side, let it cook on that side. Just so it crisps up and firms up on its own. Come up just a little bit, please. Alright. And we'll go on the other side, let that side firm up. This is about the only thing that takes real time. I mean, if you don't care, you can just make flat discs and keep it moving and cut them in 4s and make taco shells. I mean, nacho shells. Alright, now you can just kind of let it go the rest of the way. Okay, so that's how that looks. And you get like a little taco type shell thing you're used to, like in traditional Mexican restaurants and so on. Alright, so I'm going to finish frying these shells up, and we'll be right back. Let's cook our meat. Put a little bit of oil in there, in our pan. You can already see that pan is hot. It's already starting to do its thing really, really quickly. So I'm actually going to move it off to the side just a little bit, because I think it might be a little bit too hot. With our meat, I'm not going to use all of this because I'm going to cook some of it later. So I'm just use what I need to do what it is that I need to do right now. So I am going to take a tongs worth of meat. Put that in my pan. Okay? Along with a a little bit of my spice blend that I made earlier, and a little kosher salt. So I'm going to start cooking this around in my pan, and I am going to be right back. I've been cooking literally like 30 seconds, guys. Alright, I'm going to put a little more kosher salt because I'm the one that likes a little seasoning. And this is a spice blend that I showed you guys earlier that I put in there. And so you cook this basically how you want your meat cooked. If you like your meat well done, then cook it well done. I'm actually going to turn it off now because I'm more of a medium type of girl. And I'm going to get this meat in a separate plate, and we're going to get ready to plate up our steak. Okay, so you guys can see I have filled each one of these tacos with some of our meat that I have over here. And I'm going to put a little cilantro on top of each one. And on this last one, I'm going to put a little bit of arugula. As you guys know how much I love arugula. And I know that's not traditional Mexican, but these are my tacos, you know. And then I'll put a little cilantro there. And then if I had some lime, I would cut some lime up and put them in each corner of this plate. But I don't. So let's go ahead and get our tasting going. And we'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this here. You already have your tacos, you know, but you want to give your guests an option. So, you know, to put extra additional things on their tacos. So I have here a little Mexican blend cheese, some sour cream, some jalapenos, fresh ones, and this is our salsa verde or our salsa tomatillo salsa we made earlier. So let's go ahead, get a glass of wine, and get to the table and try our dish. It's time for us to try our delicious taco dish. I want you guys to get a good look at how I have the spread set up here. I have, you can come on over. I have a little cheese, and I have your tomatillo salsa, and I have your fresh jalapenos, and I have your sour cream, and so we're going to go ahead and get on top of these, trying this dish right now, alright? Okay, so on one of them, I think I'm going to put a little bit of cheese, and I'm going to use a little bit of this salsa verde. Maybe get a little more of that salsa verde. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of sour cream. And this is good because you give your, you know, your guests the option of what they want. Because some people don't want jalapenos. They don't like sour cream, you know, or whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead and try our taco. The jalapeno is just, excuse me, the right amount of heat. It's so good. And tomatillo salsa is not too spicy. It's just really, really good. And of course, my glass of wine, which I did chill with ice cubes on back. Thank you guys so much for joining me.